How's it going, everyone? Can say here, and welcome back to an episode of Collector's Zone Hall. Oh, it's been a while since I recorded one of these. I've got an excuse. I got a good reason. I got a really bad ear infection. It was around the time, so I got 2 trips worth of comics, and the first one was when I really started to feel it, and I realised I'm in a bit of trouble. Self-inflicted, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, stupidly. I got into a really bad habit of using cotton buds and Q-tips to not clean my ears, but I've been getting quite an itchy ear, so scratch, good feeling. 5 seconds of relief, hours of agony, and at first it wasn't so bad, but then it got really bad to a point that I felt like my ears were swollen and I couldn't hear. It felt like I just had bubbles in my ears, so I thought, build up, I screwed up, so I bought some drops to try and clear them out. Got worse. It wasn't until I got on, because we got a treadmill, I got on the treadmill and I felt like I was like that, so I'm walking, but I'm like, nah, something's not right, I'm unbalanced. Finally booked an appointment with the doctor, and yeah, he said, I thought, I'll get some water to try and, like, in the shower, try and clear them out. Yeah, don't do that. He said, do not get water in your ears, and because what I did with the drops, I pretty much suffocated my ears thinking I had earwax, so he prescribed me with some drops. All good now. Did my second trip of Collector's Zone Hall, and I got loads of comics to talk about. I'm very excited. Got a big bundle today. Big bundle built up. Let's kick things off with some Vampirilla, issue 23 of Vengeance of Vampirilla. Now she's got these soldier people to deal with. It was really cool, and if I remember, there was a really cool shot of her like gearing up. So yeah, there's like super soldiers trying to take her out, and they can fly and shit, and she took them out no problem. Oh, that's right. And the people, so the civilization are trying to live in peace, and these people rocked up and killed them all. There we are. That's a really nice shot there. She's gearing up and gonna take these people out because they kidnapped their friend. Alright, we got issue 1 of Gunslinger Spawn. I really had a good time with this one. I'm gonna try and keep to it. It's like different stories, but yeah, I like the idea of Spawn in sort of Western times. It's actually really fun. Alrighty, one of the workers, Steph, recommended these. I actually got 2. Hang on, I'll try and find the other one. So this is the first one. DC versus Vampires. At first I was struggling. I thought, it's kind of dragging on a little bit. But the twist near the end, and then just what happens, I won't spoil it because my mouth just went, oh, it was brutal. So yeah, good recommendation. Alright, this is the other one. Really enjoyed this one. I had a really good time with this one. Dark Knights of Steel. Just think of DC in medieval times. It is really good. Batman is the knights that protects Clark. So rather than him just crashing down to Earth, his family come with him as well, and it's in these times, and once again, just at the ending, it really caught me off guard, and yeah, really good. Issue 4 of Red Sonja, Black, White and Red. Really enjoying this run, like I always say. The one that really caught me off guard, that I had to go back and forth to work out and just sort of process what happened. And so she's fighting this person that can turn people into stone, if I remember, and then so he touches her, so she's dead now, but then before she goes, she takes him out and turns him into stone. Hang on, let's have a look. I'm a bit struggling because I read this about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, this ruler, he touches people and they turn to stone. So I read Sonja, how do... No, he turns him into ice. That's right, he's an ice king. So he yields, but then he touches Sonja and it's like, well, she's dead now. But what I was going back and forth, I was trying to work out what happened. I then realised she'd hacked off his arm, and then she perishes. So that's why I really enjoy them. They're just different stories, and you don't know what's going to happen. And issue 5 of the Invincible Red Sonja. I actually don't remember if this was the last of this one or of the arcs, because I think she stole a boat. No, she was mind controlled. That's right. And then this big dude was trying to take her out. Right. So she was brain controlled. I think broke the spell, and now she's going to this hell and there's demons and stuff. So yeah, it's very, because there's so many different ones. It's like a long while before the next one comes out. So I keep forgetting. I actually picked up a manga to try. Fire Force Volume 1. I'm actually getting into the habit now. As much as I really enjoyed Shield Hero, Attack on Titan, and Demon Slayer, because they're so long and lengthy, I will do it if there's online. But comics have an online where especially through Amazon, I'll buy a comic and I can read it through, on my computer. I might do the same with mangas. I'll just try some and if I really like them, I'll continue on, with digital versions of them, and yeah. So I'm just sort of expanding my library now. So I've done that with comics as well. I really enjoyed Batman Beyond, but that reached like issue 40 or 50 by the time I went, it's just too much to store. So now I'll go on to digital stuff, like those kind of things, and yeah, it's been a lot better that way. Alright, this trip, big stack. And in saying that, I got Volume 2 of Pokemon. I bought it and then I realised, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. But I enjoyed the first volume, so I wanted to get the second one. Alright, let's kick things off. I haven't actually watched the new Venom movie yet. I need to get to it. But I thought I'd pick up this new one, issue 1 of Venom. If I got it right, Eddie's son is taking the symbiote now rather than Eddie Brock, because something happens to him. He's in a different dimension. But from what I can gather, so he's in space with his other crew. They get taken out by this evil symbiote thing, and now they're looking like they're hunting for his son. It's a bit confusing, so I don't know if I might continue it. See, I'm a basic person. If there's too much going on, I really lose track. This is such an awesome cover. Issue 5 of Dynamite Lives. I believe it's the end of this arc, and they're going to continue on, because yeah, they did not pull any punches. Is it raining? No, it may have just been the roof, because it's really hot today. I thought, is it raining? No way, it's like 40 degrees out there tonight. Bit of an exaggeration. Shut up, it's hot. Yeah, Mr. Smiley tricked Jennifer Blood. That was who I was trying to remember where I'd seen her from. When I read the Jennifer Blood comic, I'm like, where have I seen her from? She's in this. So he tricks her into reading the book and ends up causing the zombies to still attack everyone, if I got it right. So Jennifer Blood's dead now, which is sad. So they thought they got rid of the curse, but they ended up making him stronger, and now he's a sword. And Sonya's still a zombie. And yeah, the planet's about to be invaded by so many more. Alright, I messed myself on this one. I couldn't really understand what was going on, but apparently I had to read a previous comic. I got Blade. It looked really cool, and it's a Darkhold series. It's a bit like what was DC Metal Knight, the series, where you had to read different comics to sort of piece it all together. If I got it right, there was a Doctor Strange comic, and it's like the death of Doctor Strange. I think I had to read that first, because I was reading through this and I'm like, what's going on? I'm kind of struggling, and it was good. Everyone's turned into vampires, and mutants turned into humans, I think, because Nightcrawler was in it, and I didn't realise it was him because he's not blue anymore. So yeah, it's just a one shot, so perfect for me. That Blade comic, I got completely mixed up. I was still struggling because I think it's still part of an arc. This is the one I was thinking of, the death of Doctor Strange. I was reading this one and I was sort of not understanding what was going on, and actually I'll just have a quick flick through, because I just finished Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I really enjoyed it. So I just fancied some Avengers. Yeah, something about Iron Man, and he's the chosen one, and you tell me, and then he's this like juggernaut like beast is trying to attack everyone, and Iron Man's confused, not knowing what to do. It was just a lot to take in, and I think I had to read the first issue of this Doctor Strange, the Death of Doctor Strange first to kind of understand, but I'm really struggling with a lot of Marvel and DC stuff. I mean, apart from Steel and DC vs Vampires, it gets to the point straight away. It knows what it is, gives us the good shit, whereas some comics it really has to go in depth just to make sure everyone understands. But then I'm just like, guess who has her own comic? Nyx. Really awesome. I quite enjoyed this. I had a really good time. Because I've been sticking with Vengeance of Vampirilla, she was so evil and she wanted to take over the world and trying to kill Vampirilla. So to see her now, she just wants to live on Earth. She just wants to, live, get with people, and just enjoy life. And then she gets too close to someone, and then these demons try and take them out, and she's like, "You ever step foot on this in this world again, I'll do more than just kill you," that kind of thing. But so now she's on watch to say she can't, because she was almost at the point of sort of connecting with this guy, and he had a kid, he was single, recently divorced, and even he said, "Oh, I love you, but unfortunately I have to think of my daughter or son," if I remember. And Nyx was like, "I don't blame you," and I kind of feel bad for her now. She just wants to essentially just be happy. Mind you, Vengeance of Vampirilla, she's a way different character. She would have skinned that dude alive and made his kid watch. The women of Dynamite are kicking ass. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. I am sure I was going to do a Kickstarter. May have done a Kickstarter many years ago with Sheena, and I quite enjoyed it. But this one, I wasn't so. It's like she's not in the jungle. It's almost like Tarzan when he goes to New York, or there was a movie. It's just like one of the older black and white movies. He goes to New York to try and find Boy, his son. It's essentially like that now. She's in the real world and trying to sort of cope and fit in. But now they go to this sort of dome that's like a jungle, and oh, that's right. Hang on. So basically, I was really struggling to stick with it. But so she goes back to the jungle. So she looks like Sheena now, Queen of the Jungle. But then she starts finding bodies laying around, and I'm thinking, ooh, what's going on here? So I was getting hooked, and we got a big freaking leopard. Or is it a cheetah? Leopard. I think cheetahs are spots. Leopards have the circles. So yeah, big super duper looking leopard. And if I remember, so it ends. That's what annoyed me when it finally started to really pick up. It ended. So I might pick up the next issue. I changed my mind now. I did enjoy it. I just had to refresh. Oh, is this picking up now? I'm so glad I stuck with it. It's really getting good. I won't spoil it because, like me, once I got through the slow bits, it does get full on. I'll say this. So there's a colony. They're trying to start their world. Well, they're not alone. I just fancy something Fortnite versus Minecraft. I had a good time with it. I thought it was actually really funny and hilarious. So it's like Minecraft characters. I don't know if they're based on real like YouTubers or streamers. So I don't watch a lot of like YouTube and streamers. I've got my bare essentials that I always fall back on, and so I wasn't really familiar with the people, but it was really fun. I quite enjoyed it. Like from what I gather, it felt like it was like someone's playthrough, and then they just read it into a comic, which was if that's the case, it was really fun. It inspires me to maybe do something like that. Alright, I decided to try something a little different. It caught my eye. I thought I'd give it a go. Outs. It hooked me. Once again, very slow, but it wasn't so bad that I didn't want to just sort of flick through. I actually wanted to understand the characters, and there were some pages I went back because I felt like I missed something, and I'm like, hang on, why is this? It feels strange. Hang on, let's go back. And the ending hooked me, so it's 1 of 5, so I might stick with it. Hopefully, I can get the next issue because bit like Sheena, shit is the fan. Alrighty, issue 9 of Sonya Versal. I kind of was wondering when I was going to get the next issue. Yeah, it's really good. I'm loving all these different Sonyas just banding together, and I think I got mixed up with Vampyverse if I remember. So this awesome kick-ass Sonya, she tries to. It gets really creepy. I mean, look at this page right here and explain to me what's going on. And yeah, her crew get taken out. So it's Blue Sonya. I mean, just look at this. She goes to sleep in these weird spheres, and then she sees her partner taken out, ripped to shreds, and then the cool crew Sonya coming to help her. Because if I remember, they're gonna fight Hell Sonya. Oh, next issue's the final. Oh, I was quite enjoying that one. It's happened. Well, the journey's, well, not over because they're going to continue on. Issue 25 of Vampirilla, The Wedding of Dracula. And they're going to continue it on with her and Dracula. I might get the first issue to see how it is, but then I might sort of cancel it because out of all the Vampirilla and sort of Vampirilla cross comics I've read, I really struggled with this one. I much preferred, sorry, that was weird sentence. Much preferred, like, Vampyverse is really fun. Vampirilla meets Betty and Veronica with Red Sonja was really cool. So those ones I'm really enjoying, but yeah, I just couldn't keep with this one. Alright, I messed up because Chris, he put one of these issues in my subscription, and just to see how it is, it wasn't like oh, you have to buy it. Just thought if I want to read it because I love my Dynamite. Purgatory issue 1. I said to him, I'm pretty sure I read that one. I've got something Purgatory. So you said, oh, no worries, just we'll put it back. It was Purgatory Vampirilla that I had, not this one. And yeah, quite enjoyed this one. It's really cool because a lot of these villainous sort of characters, they're kind of getting their own comics, but they're really down to earth. They just want to be happy in a way. I like this. It kind of reminded me of Mortal Kombat in a way. So this one, so there's these witches and that want to take her out. Oh, we can't let her live. We got to, pardon me, take her out. She's living with monks. She's meditating and stuff like that. So, and then it just, when shit hit the fan, I just thought of Mortal Kombat because the Shaolin monks and Liu Kang and Kung Lao and all that, and I just thought it was really just this bit right here. I thought it was really quite sweet. She's just sitting there meditating with them, and then she comes out of her trance and she's like, "Oh, who killed my friends?" and takes the bitch out. She's like, "You don't know who you pissed off. They were my friend." Alrighty, we got issue 3 of Red Sonja, and I took it out because I just want to show. I don't know. I feel like the art suddenly changed, but I'm a big fan of it. It looks really cool. I can't remember what issue 2 and that were like, but the colours and everything. I mean, look at that. Just look how that pops out. I'm really liking that. She's trying to get the kid. She takes out the big tentacle thing. I mean, just these couple of panels. It's just really gorgeous. This art. It just amazes because I can't remember, unfortunately, like with the previous issues, but I don't know if they've changed suddenly because it caught my eye when I opened it up. I'm like, oh wow, that's right. So these twins took her, so she's trying to save her and taking out the twins. I think they're twins. I think they're just brother and sister, but she fails, I think, because then I think it worked. The kids are in a trance. All right, last of the comics, but I actually got a book as well. Issue 3 of Vampyverse. Really enjoying this one. I tell you what was really awesome. Hang on. We go to a vintage era of Vampirilla, like the 50s and everything. And I was trying to, at first, I thought that was Vampirilla. in this universe, she on this planet, Earth, she was birthed by Lilith by, not on what's the world called, Dracula something, and it turns out so she's Vampirilla and that's the daughter. But then what ends up happening? So the parents take out Super Vampirilla. Oh yeah, I want the essence. There can only be one, and then she ends up tagging along with them. And this year we got a really cool, smart dressed Vampirilla, and she can talk to the dead, and she got a blimp, and that's a cool shot at the end when they think it's safe. Super duper Megatron Vampirilla rocks up. Alrighty, up next, picked up a book. It just caught my eye. I thought I'd give it a go. Dexter Down Under. He goes to Australia, and the show has another season. The first episode's come out. I haven't watched it yet, and I'm in the Dexter mood, so I thought I'd give that a go. And it's set in Australia. Perfect. Alrighty, everyone, that's an end to this episode of Collect Zone Haul. Oh, I missed this. It's been about a month or so since recording my last episode. I took a big recording break because I just got Halloween and that done, and like I was saying earlier, I was just, once the ear thing happened, I just set myself up to say, nah, I'm just gonna take it easy. I say take it easy. I cleared out my room to try and take my mind off it, but I did a lot of editing and stuff, and and a lot of gaming to catch up on, and finally got to recording the next episode, and because it looks like it's been a month, but I want to do it fortnightly again. Like the last two it's been in one pile, unfortunately. But that is all for watching, and I will see you later.